So come on in, take a sip. Let's wind down. Tuesday, got a Tuesday grid. Kind of funny how it works out that way. We're going to do it today with a Contessa de Marina. And this is the Riserva. And this is 14. 14. All right, so really looking forward to this Primitivo Mendoria. Shotzi picked this up for me yesterday. And we've had various years in the past, but it's always such a pleasure. And it is a very, very fabulous wine.
I think that one's out in the Riserva.
It's a Riserva. 14. 14. And beautiful, beautiful cassis on the nose. Nice serving temperature here at 58 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's a little around 15 degrees centigrade. In the white light, it is just a deep, deep ruby red. Beautiful platinum halo where the wine meets the crystal. Just a lovely, lovely experience. Like most Primitivos, slightly tannic, but you're still open on your dining options. If you were just going to have charcuterie and cheese, something like that, you know, a cheese tray, right, with some different salamis, meats, pepperonis, whatever, this would be perfect for that. Anything like that. Little olives on the side, maybe some tapenade, something like hummus. All wonderful stuff. And this is a fabulous wine. Now, the bottle itself will make you think that you've got a liter here, but it's not. It's just a really big bottle. Very, very thick. And I guess that might be protective in a way. Could also be for the aesthetic value of the wine, which I always find tremendously important in my own way. Fantastic. Probably going to finish that whole bottle tonight. There's really no probably to it, is there? Okay, so hopping into our grid, what do we got? We got a Tuesday crossword. Got a construction here by Jeremy Newton. Edited, of course, by Will Shorts. And for posterity's sake, it is the 22nd of July in the Common Era, 2025. Let's hop on into our grid, see what we got for the day. So someone getting the red carpet treatment. Red carpet treatment. I'm not sure what just came out of my mouth. Is this just long days for me or something? I'm not sure. Maybe it's because the weather can't decide if it's cool or warm. And it's just kind of...
All in one day.
All in one day.
It
Feels like Texas in a way. So I'm assuming we're talking about a VIP here. So let's see what we got with that. So big winery fixture. I'm assuming a vat. And purple smoothie berry. We're going with the Akai for this one. Thus far, volunteers confident cry. I can. The little volunteer that could, you know? It's heartwarming. Okay, ashen face could be pale. Words that express a deep felt affection. Oh, wow. Okay, so... I'm gonna guess that we're talking about I love you something or other. Let's try it. We'll try the I love part. Big ask or hint to this puzzle's shaded squares. No idea, but a big ask could be a tall order. And we can promptly go to checking it since we have no idea just yet, do we? Well, I'm 99.9999999% sure. Okay, so you don't know, right? Is that what you're saying? Jet black stone and onyx. When I pierced my ears many, many years ago, I was somewhat influenced by Elton John's onyx studs that he wore with these silver loops. So I promptly did the same thing for quite some time. Ultra vibrant colors could be neons. Okay, kind of maybe saw that one coming. Iranian language from which we get turban, and that would be Farsi. And in competition for, how about vying? Very good. Okay, yeah, I'm all about it. I'm all about the vying. Easy peasy. No prob. I have no idea. Deep sea predator. Yes, of course. The orca. So Ruin as the end of a movie could be to spoil, and I think that P gives me the no prob. Not sure. It's kind of like a game of chess, really, or anything in life. You always have to be thinking 2 steps ahead for some reason. What a blank. How about a crock? What a crock. What a crock. So, shook it to the beat. Shook what? I don't know. We're talking about grooving? Roman orator who said silence is one of the great arts of conversation, and I do believe this would be Cicero. Let's see. Playground, come back to you have no idea. Due to. Okay. Well, yeah, you showed them, didn't you? Wanders here and there. Okay, roves. If we didn't have that V, I probably would have put in roams. And then I would have promptly started singing the B-52s. Roam if you want to. Outfits for the ER staff and be scrubs. And planetary body to poets. How about an orb? An orb. Be in a huge hurry could be to rush. So, okay, I don't know. What do we got here? Sore as joints could be achy, giving us the Y to the U that I think we were shooting for. Quick check of the U to make sure that we're not on the pipe, right? So, posting at the start of a drive-through, a lemony. And quartet -1. How about a trio? Got ourselves a fairly simple Tuesday construction, but a little on the challenging side for a Tuesday. This might be a good step up from our Monday only beginners. A way to jump in there. Directions on the cake in Alice in Wonderland is to eat me. Lewis Carroll. Still think Jabberwocky probably his best ever, right? Just a little bit there. Females in flocks. You said, how are you? A ewe is a female sheep, boy. Is that what you think I am? What was the movie? I'll send you a decal if you can tell me what movie that was from. How you doing, son? How you doing, Sarge? What'd you call me? I called you Sarge. Before that, what did I call you? I said, I didn't call you anything. You said, how are you? You was a female sheep.
Well, the voice is sort of given it away.
Only if you've watched it 728 times like I have. Decal in the mail if you know what movie that's from.
An innocent bystander.
Fastener with threads. That's right. You've seen it half as much as I have, and that's because I just made it impossible to get around, Shotzi, and I am so sorry. What starry skies and star pupils do? You had me going there for a minute. I thought we were talking about Van Gogh, but no. Okay, so we're going to talk about shine. So county at the end of the River Thames. Okay, got it for the River Essex. And lather on a latte. We're foaming it up. Obsolete could be old. And a Utah ski resort, Alta, took aside maybe 8. That's clever. And planet whose evening temperatures plunged to negative 200 degrees Fahrenheit. I can't squeeze Germany in there, so let's go with Mars. And let's see. Come again? Say what? I mean, I don't know. Supplies for making sidewalk art. I'm assuming we're talking about chalks. So initials of the first female presidential candidate for a major party. Part of a cowgirl's boot. So I guess we're talking maybe a spur. Kind of a trick question because you wouldn't be thinking that necessarily, but we should, right? I love that. Come again. Maybe excuse me. Black tea variety. Was it peaky? I don't know. Direction when things go bad. Oh man, to go south. And enjoys immensely. chew on could be to gnaw. And let's see, enjoys immensely. Heat in the microwave would be to nuke or to zap, if you would say what I say. Basic building block, atom. And this roller coaster is awesome. Okay, maybe. This would be Pico. Okay. Enjoys immensely. I have no idea just yet. I like that. Phenomena leading some to believe that we are not alone. Maybe UFOs? Why do I have the X-Files theme song in my head now? I've never even seen an episode of that, but I know that theme song. Stitched up. Maybe sewed. Storybook baddie could be an ogre. Let's get that right at least. Accessory for Batman or Robin would be a cape, and I'll have my cape tomorrow or the next day. But I gotta be honest with you, if I was a superhero, it's probably the last thing I'd want to be dangling about my body. It just seems like I get caught on something. Have you ever noticed you got like 4 like maybe clothes hangers in your hand, and you're just walking? If there's anything at all that could possibly grab onto one of those hangers, it will. Right? It's the same thing with the cape, I imagine. I can't even imagine. What's that?
What's that HR under, excuse me?
I don't know yet. I'm going to find out in just a second. Work of Puccini and Bellini would be an opera, and it's the first female candidate from a major party to run for president, and I don't know. HRC is the initials of the first female presidential candidate for a major party. Yeah, but for some reason I wasn't thinking Clinton. I was thinking like in the 80s for some reason. I was thinking, and I was also thinking I didn't know what. Well, Ferraro was running for vice president with Mondale, but I'm saying like it seemed like I didn't know if it was going to be, if it's just going to be a D or an R, or if like the Green Party is considered a major party, or the Socialist Party, or the Libertarian Party. I mean, they seem like they.
I don't think they're major.
Probably not, right? So I don't know. I just was going to leave that one alone. So maybe enjoys immensely goes cuckoo over. So Hillary Rodham Clinton. Cuckoo, is this a K? Was certain of new. And vampire bat feature could be fangs. And so goes cuckoo over. Wow, there's a lot of O's in that row there. I'd be like, wow, if I didn't have the top part of that, I'd be thinking there was something so wrong. Such a pity could be so sad. Ivory or dove could be a soap. Reek. Havoc. Got it here. Just adorable. It's just going to be cute? Really? Fresh on the scene could be new. And we were laying in bed the other night, just getting some blue screen time in before we went to sleep. You know, because it's so good for our eyes. And it was.
Doesn't help us sleep.
And Shachi just leans over and she goes, you ought to just go ahead and burst out onto the literary scene. I'm like, okay, let's do that then. Let's just burst out onto the literary scene. Why not? Or maybe I said that to her. One of us said it. I don't know.
Maybe you dreamed it.
Maybe I dreamed it. How about pussyfoot being a paw? Probably did dream it. I'd like to publicly apologize for cheating on my wife in her dreams.
Although I'm not the one that's having bad dreams lately. I publicly apologize for cheating on you in your dreams, baby.
You didn't cheat on me in my dreams. You got me. You screwed me out of something. The funny thing was, I had a dream the other night that I was being recognized by somebody important because I knew all the lyrics to all of Leonard Cohen's music. Could play it all on a guitar. I mean, like it was like just a goofy dream. And then my wife is coming around and she's like, he doesn't know all the lyrics. I mean, it's like, I'm looking at her, I'm going,
bad as that sounds exactly like me.
yeah, I mean, it was exactly like something she would say, even though she knows I know all the lyrics. There's not a single Leonard Cohen song in the world that I can't just sing, a cappella if I wanted to. I know the words, but, she didn't want to like me.
I wouldn't challenge that.
It was just funny. I mean, I'm thinking, here we go. I mean, here goes my big opportunity. Like, maybe it was a chance to host Jimmy Kimmel or something, but no, not now, because, so that was my idea of a bad dream. Eagerly obtained, or a hint to the contents of this puzzle's shaded squares. So I'm assuming we're talking about scooped up. And father of Thor is Odin, preferred in French, Odin. But the items over there, how about those? So I think we're going to be all good on scooped up. Something to feed a steed, maybe an oat. Gotta take more than one. It's your destiny. We're talking about fate. Or my favorite way to refer to it is kismet. However, looking at these, the grids here, I think scooped up, I mean, are these like ice cream cones? The V's make cones. Then we got triple scoop, double scoop, single scoop, and then what, just a cone? I mean, I don't know. Anyone who knows me knows that I don't put a lot of emphasis on figuring out the theme all the time, but it does seem like scooped up somehow. Maybe it's the ball in the cup thing. Maybe you just got 3 balls to catch in the ball in the cup. But don't worry, because the ball is attached to a string, so you can't lose it. Ball in a cup. Keep dreaming, pal, as if. And some hoppy drinks at happy hour in brief. I guess we're IPAs. We're going to have to come up with better cluage for IPAs, right? I mean, this is something besides hoppy this or artisanal millennial that, right? I mean, isn't there a company or something that we can bring up? Wasn't there something somewhere called the IPA? I mean, surely that was one of Roosevelt's New Deal programs. You got the TVA, the TDA, the IPA. Well, but surely it's in there too. I don't know. We got to find something else. Powerhouse competitors in women's Olympic gymnastics, and I'm just going to go with Team USA. You're probably asking, well, where would you come up with that? I know. I mean, but I'm thinking outside of the box. Words that express a deep felt affection. I love you so much. Informal hangout at which attendees may jam or gossip. Oh, maybe a sesh. Got it. All right. Got it. Maybe, such as life. Alas. Place for umbrellas. Okay, I guess we're going for a beach. Like a stand? Entryway? I don't know. Foyer? Kept blank on, monitored, maybe kept tabs on, and superb grade could be an A+, weapon for a duel could be an Epay, and I don't know, fat finger or something? No idea. How do we do, Bob? Well, I mean, in spite of, being shown up by my darling Frau for not knowing all the lyrics to every Leonard Cohen song ever written, which I do, this was a pretty good grid. I was just musing the other day that maybe dueling should be brought back or something. That would be a good way to just get rid of a lot of people in the on the bad side of the whatever, like if you're up for a fight, that you want to just be violent, bring them on back, right? Well, maybe just charge admission or something for them. I don't know. It just seems like where we're headed these days. Pistols at dawn? Yeah, why not? Sure, that sounds like fun. It's unbelievable. So I really don't know if I got it right with the scoop and then the servings of ice cream. Maybe one serving goes inside the cone, and then you've got a double scoop, triple scoop, quadruple scoop here. So maybe the one scoop is hidden in the cone, or maybe it's not the cone at all. I really don't know.
That's the cone at the top, right?
These are like circles for maybe.
What's number 1?
It's a V.
Okay,
It's
so
a
that's the
cone. Yeah, but what I'm saying is like it's a cone, but since you've got like a scoop inside the cone,
No,
that won't even show up,
is
right?
the cone by itself. Because they don't shove that down in there.
Oh,
And then the next one is the cone with the single scoop.
that's what I was thinking, but then I started musing about it. Like, well, then what's you just got a cone in here?
Yeah.
So just to scoop it up. Okay, but you know what? It makes sense. Makes sense, I guess. I was overthinking it. I guess I was thinking soft serve. I'm not sure what I was thinking.
Yeah, because ice cream you can't. You break
Yeah.
the cone trying to shove it down in there too far.
And so, I mean, it takes an expert on the subject, and I am not a big ice cream eater. Ever. Shit, somebody is. Yeah, beautiful grid, actually. Yeah, I know I made fun of IPAs, but I mean, I can't help it. That's just something that's, we've got to find something different to go with that, right? I mean, there's got to be something different out there. And I'm sure there has been. It's just not coming to mind right now. But a fantastic grid, a wonderful Tuesday, and you really get kind of hemmed up by trying to design a good Tuesday grid because, not going to be easy like a Monday, but we're not going to be getting into that Thursday, Friday, Saturday thing either. So this has to be a real challenge. So well done, Jeremy Newton. Fabulous job here. We'll go ahead and bring down our bannière d'adieu. And until we see you again, no, I don't really want to bring back duels, but it seems like that's the kind of thing that I see in the news all the time. It's like that's this mindset, right, that's going on, and it just seems so violent and angry. And I'm so not violent at all and completely happy. So I don't get it. Yeah, something like that. Anymore, right? So, but until we see you again, as always, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. I mean, we're getting closer and closer, like 7,500 subscribers. It just seems like we're just inching there every day. There's another 20 or 30 folks, and it just makes me so happy. And so, but we still got about a 50% watch to subscription ratio. And so if you haven't done it yet, I mean, it's free, just show a little commitment, And don't forget, if you knew what movie that came from, shoot me, just name the movie in the comments, and then you can just send me an email address below in the description with your mailing address, and I'll pop off a wind down decal just for you. It says at the very top. So how do we do, Bob? It's perfect. So until we see you tomorrow, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Servus. Grüß Gott. Ciao. Cin-Cin. Be well out there. And no matter what, try to be nice to strangers, right? Especially if they're behind you in line. Be well. Take care. Cheers.